Okay, I am live. Just gotta wait for people to come so I can get this party rolling. Yeah, 100 subscribers. And I'm wearing a party hat. Oh, someone's coming on. So I'm just going to babble for a minute while I wait for people to get on and get this Q&A rolling. Okay, still waiting for people. So hello, one person that is live. Oh, hi, honey. It's my boyfriend. It's Dice Lord. Hat. Yes, I am wearing a hat because it's 100 subscribers and it's a special, and the hat will probably come off eventually. I am keeping the hat. I guess. And we're waiting for more people to come on. Today. And you know, I'm just going to low-key color while I wait for people. I could sing, but I'm not sure anyone wants to hear that. Oh, there are now 2 people. So awesome. So second person, we are doing a Q&A. So if you have any questions about, I don't know, anything, you can ask them. If I don't know the answer, I'll make up something. It may or may not be interesting. We lost the second person. That's sad. It's okay. It's only been here for like 3 minutes. How did I acquire such a celebratory hat? Well, I actually bought these for my 18th birthday, and I made my family wear them. No, wait. I acquired these for my 16th birthday, and I made my family wear them, and they sent me to college with them so that they didn't have to be at their house anymore. So that's how I acquired the hat. I keep it in my kitchen cupboard. I have a whole bunch of them, and you know, they come out for birthdays and 100th celebratory subscriber live streams that have one person. We need a second person. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. We're waiting. I colored in more of Billy, though. So be proud of me. I did a thing. I'm doing a thing. Yeah. I'm competent. Just color while we wait for more people. They don't come in like a minute. Yes, I do have my spoopiest mug. I also have a water glass. So, yeah. Got a mug and a glass. It's not my spoopiest, it's my coolest. I don't have a spoopy mug. I have cool mugs and happy mugs. Kind of cute mugs. But my mugs aren't spoopy. It's okay. We haven't had this conversation before about my mugs. I'm very particular with them. As you know, because I got them all from my parents' house. They're technically not mine. I think like 3 of them are mine. Yeah, that's how you acquire things at a young age. You slowly take them out of your parents' house until you have your own stuff, and then you put it back. Pretty sure how that works. Okay, we have more people. Welcome to the 100 subscriber Q&A. I am here to answer all questions related to the channel, unrelated to the channel. If I don't know the answers, I will make something up and try to make it really interesting. Because why not? If you're going to have a made-up answer, it should be pretty darn interesting. So I'm just going to be here waiting for your questions and kind of like going along. I am coloring in this picture that I drew a while ago. And forgot to finish coloring in. I play a tabletop RPG with Dice Lord N and a couple of other people where we're pirates. So I've just been kind of like drawing out the cast because I haven't had a whole lot I've had to get done except for work. And when you work at a computer all day, the last thing you want to do is come home to a computer. So I've been drawing and reading. I've read like 3 books in the course of 2.5 weeks. Well, 2.5 books in the course of 2.5 weeks. I started Dracula yesterday. Got a pretty good chunk of it done. Because there's under 30 chapters. And I'm already on chapter 10. So I've got like a third of it done. It's pretty enthralling. So if you haven't read it, it's not that scary. That's going to be the new slogan of any spoopy book I read. That's not that scary. It's pretty good, and it's not that scary. Yeah. Just waiting for you to converse with me at this point. Well, we are live from my kitchen. You probably noticed I'm not on my couch. I normally have that little bit of red background and a window behind me. I moved to my kitchen table, which is a rare occurrence because up until this week, I've never used my kitchen table, and I've lived in this apartment for like 2 years. So I'm not sure if that says something about me or my table. Probably says something about me. I'm responsible. I haven't died yet. That's what responsible means, right? Haven't managed to get myself killed. Pretty sure. Pretty sure that's the textbook definition of responsible. Like 99% sure. 75% sure. And like I said before, I'm waiting for your questions. It doesn't have to be a good question. There's no such thing as a dumb question. If you were a Ruby character, what weapon would you use? Oh gosh, that's a hard one. I don't know. I'm kind of into Yang's arm things where she's just like punching fire. I mean, what's not cool about? She's literally punching fire. That's pretty damn cool. That really is. See, what else can I talk about? Earlier this, I guess it wasn't really evening, so it was like 4 o'clock, but I watched chapters 13 through 16. That was pretty eye-opening. Learning more about the faunus. Blake is apparently a faunus and used to be part of White Fang, which I kind of called. So pretty excited about that. I had to cut myself off so I could do this. I also made pancakes because in chapter 14, the offhanded comment was made by Farah. Red made pancakes. It's like, I want pancakes now. And yes, fire and shotguns. Very fun combo. Anything where you're punching stuff and shooting stuff, that's a pretty good combo. And I'm taking off the hat. It's starting to bother me. Okay. Still open for questions. And if you haven't asked me a question yet, you should ask me a question. I like to talk to people. I say, as I sit alone in my house talking to you on the computer. But nevertheless, it's true. I like talking to people. People are awesome. We do kind of cool things. Let's see here. What else can I tell you about? I keep a bike in my apartment. You can't see it because it's over there. That's pretty cool. It's purple with a blue and silvery stripe, black handlebars. It's actually the bike my parents bought me when I was like 10. I'm still riding it. A pedal's currently broken, so it's not really rideable, but how many celebratory hats do I have? Oh gosh. So I have 2 pink, I have 2 purple, I have 2 blue, I have 1 green, and then I have a 4-pack of happy birthday tiaras. And those are just like party hats. I also have a snow wreath that I made for my head and a leaf wreath that I also made for my head. I teach preschool dance, and that's why I have these. There's actually a reason why I have like the wreath things. Because if the little kids have a crown thing for their dance, you have to have one too so that you match. It's a 3-year-old thing. So I have those. I guess my little witch hat that I made at a school event is technically a party hat like this with paper on it. And I have a flora crown from the 2000s with the streamers, not like one of the modern ones where it's just a circle, but like one of the early 2000s ones that you get like at the fair when you were a kid, and it'd be like the flowers and it has the streamers down the back. I have that because it is the flora crown of spring finals, and I have only taken 1 spring final without that thing on, and that is the one I failed. You should do the triple hat combo like Amethyst. You mean where I just like wear 3 of these party hats on my head at once? Okay, I can do that. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Okay, we have 2 more party hats. Oh. I guess you have something for 6 years and it starts to break. We will make this work, people. If you're watching and you haven't said anything yet, you should say something. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your questions, your antics, how you feel about what I'm doing right now. How does this look? I have horns. Ah! Fear me. I think it looks better with 2 hats, and I'm just going to leave this like this for a while. Confuse people that come into the chat. Why are you wearing 2 hats, Stunning Rose? I don't know. Why aren't you wearing 2 hats? Why aren't you wearing 2 hats? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know your lives. Well, Dice Lord, and I know your life, but I have a feeling you're not wearing 2 hats at once. Unless you're going to find 2 hats to put on at once right now, because I just said that. Rather than that, I happen to know you're probably not wearing 2 hats at once. How did I know? Because I know you. I know you quite well. That is literally how I know. This is nothing like the confusing time where I started a cult in the middle of your live stream. You didn't know me that well at the time. Now you would expect it. Yeah, so that's a funny story. Dice Lord In, who some of you might know, I interact with in real life. Well, because he's my boyfriend, that's why I interact with him in real life. Before that, he was my friend. I accidentally started a cult worshiping an elephant during the middle of a live stream he did. It was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. Somebody said something about an elephant god, and I said, "All hail Elephante, the elephant god. We must give him, build him a shire and give him mini peanuts." I meant shrine, but I mistyped and said shire. It was quite funny. And I don't know that number. And yes, my phone is doing the Pirates theme song. Because Pirates of the Caribbean are cool. Because they're pirates, and it's in the Caribbean, and it has boats. All things that I like. I might be a little Caribbean biased since I'm half Caribbean, but you know, I do me, you do you. We can all probably agree on pizza. Pizza is awesome. If you don't like pizza, you can just, I don't know, leave or take that comment as you will. But pizza is awesome. You will lose any argument to me automatically if you say you don't like pizza. So let's keep those questions rolling. It's a Q&A. Let's hear from somebody I haven't heard from yet. Oh, I just got a text from Dice Lord. Oh, so he is currently wearing 2 hats at once. Touche. Yeah, if you don't start commenting soon, I'm just going to go through animal sounds. So you have been warned. Okay. Clearly you want animal sounds. So I can do a cow. I can also do a pig. See here, I can do a chicken. Let's see, what else can I do? I can do a dog. I can do a yappy dog. I can do sheep. I can do a cat. Sloth. I'm running out of animal sounds, people. I know there's not a ton of us in this stream, but definitely keep those questions coming. I don't think sloths make a lot of noise. Well, how would you know? Have you ever met a sloth? Seriously, if anyone's ever met a sloth, let me know, because that's just cool. So keep those questions coming. Oh, hello. Zanho Brazilian. I'm not sure if I said that right. But welcome. Ask your questions. I'm here to answer them. Also, I'm 3/4 of the way done. I can also do a train. Chuck, 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 chuck. Woo, woo. Questions. How old am I? I am 21, almost 22. I have a birthday at some point this summer, so that's exciting. I get to eat cake. I like cake. Awesome, more people, and thank you. I like to think that I'm funny. There'd be people that would disagree, but everyone's funny to someone. Oh, cool, I'm up to 108 subscribers. Thank you. Okay, what am I planning to do with or after Ruby? So, I know Something Witty is working on making the second season of Sword Art Online abridged. So when that comes out, I'm going to do that. I believe more Hellsing should hopefully be coming out. I really hope so. So continuing on that as well. The next thing on the plan is actually most likely going to be Dragon Ball Z abridged from Team 4-Star. I was doing Kiss Him Not Me, but people weren't really looking at it, so I'm kind of abandoned that series for now unless demand comes up for it. If it never does, I might just go ahead and watch it on my own. I'm currently watching Fairy Tail on my own. Very into that these days. Do the chicken dance. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. That was fun. This is my Jack the Skeleton mug. It says Jack on the back. My name is not Jack. My sister got that for me for Halloween because I really love Nightmare Before Christmas. My mom's really afraid of Nightmare Before Christmas because my mom doesn't like Halloween or scary things. Like there was this Disney movie called The Littlest Vampire when I was a kid, and we couldn't watch it when Mom was home because it scared her. Same thing with Scooby-Doo and the Girls' School. Couldn't watch that while Mom was in the room either. She scares kind of easily. But yeah, I really love Nightmare Before Christmas. I have the mug and some socks and the movie, all on the condition that I never take them into my mother's house and she never has to watch the film again. It's okay though, because that means I get to watch it twice a year without her. Because we all know it is both a Halloween movie and a Christmas movie. And could be argued to be a Thanksgiving movie because all that time they're planning for Christmas has Thanksgiving in it. Yes, Fairy Tale Squad forever. I have a fairy tale necklace that I'm not currently wearing because it is Batman Friday. YouTube and copyright. Yeah, they've been kind of buckling down on copyright on everyone lately. So I am having to be kind of choosy about what I do. That's part of the compelling thing about RWBY. Rooster Teeth doesn't really mind React. So there's that, and it's also original content. So for right now, RWBY is just going to be the thing I'm running with. I get very focused on one thing at a time. So I will probably watch all of RWBY and then go on to something else. I'm not good at juggling multiple shows. The fact that I'm currently watching 3 shows is really hard. Yes, I am old enough to buy cigarettes. I am an adult. No, I do not buy them for people. I'm just making that very clear now. Cigarettes are bad for you, children. What was I babbling about? Oh yeah, I'm watching 3 shows. Like, I'm watching RWBY right now with all of you because that's how I view reacting. I'm watching TV with other people. Then I have Fairy Tale going on. No, I just said I don't buy people cigarettes. And I'm watching this BBC show called Father Brown. I'm in the latest season. It's very good if you're into mysteries and like have Netflix. You should definitely watch it. Okay. I actually don't eat meat, so you are making a very weak case right now. Very, very weak. Let's see. My parents currently have a new puppy. Yes, I am okay. It's a personal choice. I grew up eating meat. I don't really miss it. I actually have trouble digesting beef. So that was part of it. And you know, don't actually need meat to be alive. We're frugivores. We aren't really made to kill things. We're made for grinding things up with our teeth. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I like Harry Potter. I really like Harry Potter. I've read all the books like 13 times. I read the first one over the weekend because I'm an adult summer reading at my local library. Because why not? Who doesn't want to be an adult summer reading? It's fun. I can win prizes. Who doesn't love prizes? I love prizes. If you have any more questions, let's keep this party rolling. I'm probably live for another 3-ish minutes, and then we'll have reached the limit of time that I can actually sit in a chair. I'm not good at sitting in chairs. I'm that one person that's like bouncing around in class. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if Chuck Norris chucked the woodchuck named Nunchuck? Okay. I'm going to use my wicked awesome mathematician skills for this. Pi! That's how much wood a woodchuck chuck if Chuck Norris chucked the woodchuck named Nunchuck. It's pi. How many digits? Are you asking me to name digits of pi? Because pi is pi, no matter how many digits you go out to. You're asking how many digits I can do? It's 3.1415. That's as far as I can go. And I only know that because in 2015, I celebrated one of the most perfect pi days this world has ever seen. March 14th, 2015. It was beautiful. I ate pie. I wore a t-shirt that said the world's most perfect pi day. Those were simpler times. I was a sophomore in college instead of a third-year senior in college. I may have gotten to the end of my junior year, looked at my major, yelled nope, and done something else. Because why not? Okay, keep your questions coming. Like I said, I'm here for another 30-ish minutes. I am sorry, I did not mean to ignore you. I got caught up on the math question. Thank you for thinking I made a marvelous bird. I was definitely going for a bird. And I don't know. I guess hot dogs were pretty great. There's something I liked as a kid. Not so much once I got older. I don't know. To each is their own. No. I'm just going to say right now to that last question, no. Go to the pharmacy by actual protection. I'm not even qualified to give that as advice. Let's keep this PG rated, people. PG. Because what did I just say about keeping this PG? Still, let's keep it PG. I have seen a bit of Attack on Titans. It was a little too gory for me. I have trouble doing things that are very gory for personal reasons that I rather not get into. I'm also not very good with things that are overly violent. I think Hellsing was definitely the farthest I could go into something like that. And I think I only handled that as well as I did because it did involve vampires. It was over the top, kind of ridiculous going. So Attack on Titans is something I'm definitely not going to be doing anytime soon. Thank you. Sir, any other questions? So you don't keep asking any questions. I'm just going to start singing. What's your take on the Roseanne thing? So I've never actually seen an episode of Roseanne. If I remember correctly from the media coverage, and I'm a media major, so I have like 3 or 4 news sources coming to my phone all the time. So sometimes just overwhelming, it gets all mixed together. If I remember correctly, she said something racist about one of Obama's former staff. And I think it's actually probably a big turning point for us that we're shutting something, but he's worked down for being racist. I mean, I feel bad for the other cast members, but I definitely do think people need to know that it's not okay to slam other people based on their race. It's not something you can help. If you're being down on somebody because they're a genuinely horrible person, that's one thing. But if it's because they're a different race than you or from a background that isn't exactly what we consider white America, then yeah. I think you should definitely get reprimanded. And as for watching it, I just said I'm watching 3 shows right now. That's a lot for me. I'm watching Ruby. I'm watching Fairy Tale. I'm watching Father Brown. My mind can't handle anything else. I'm also reading a book. Okay, Fox picks up Roseanne right away. So, do I even get Fox? I don't think I get Fox in my cable package, or my TV's not actually hooked up to cable, because I moved my television to accommodate my Roku stick and the Wi-Fi, and where I had to move it to in my apartment, and my apartment is not that big and only has one cable hookup place. So yeah, I chose Wi-Fi over. And no, I am not going to give up my shows that I'm watching. I'm emotionally invested. I am very emotionally invested in them because that's the kind of person I am. I'm mostly invested in my television shows. Okay, I'm emotionally invested in Fairy Tale. I'm enthralled with the other two. I'm enthralled with Father Brown. I'm obsessed with Ruby at the moment. It's too good. I can't put it down. Any more questions? Do 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 ba dee da da da. Have you ever watched Two Girls, One Cup? No, I haven't. I finished. Guys, Lord, if you're still watching, be proud of me. I am definitely going to be doing YouTube for the next year, possibly, hopefully longer. I actually graduate with my bachelor's degree next spring, and then I will hopefully be going on to a job. And then how much YouTube I can do is going to depend on where I end up, what I end up doing. I'm in production, so if I end up in a job that's very time demanding, where I'm working a lot of hours, I have to travel a lot. I'm not sure if YouTube's something I'll get to keep doing. I hope it is, but I don't know. It's just one of those unknowns at the moment. Also, don't worry, I wasn't going to look up Two Girls, One Cup. That sounds like a porno. Good to know. Yeah. So, World of Wada. Just so you know, my boyfriend is watching the stream. Word to the wise. Okay. Yeah, that's why I've heard stripping is good money. I don't know, not something I would particularly do. I'm a dance teacher, but I teach Irish dance and preschool ballet. So a little bit different, similar. Yes, stripping definitely pays more. I haven't starved to death yet, so that's good. Any other PG topics? Otherwise, I'm going to start singing. Okay, here it goes. Harry goes to Hogwarts. He meets Ron and Hermione. No, I start in the middle of the song. Silly me. There once was a boy named Harry. Consider the coconut. Consider its tree. Each part of the coconut is what we need. Da da dee da dee da. I don't know all the words to this song. Where you are. I love Moana. It's a great movie. Not as much as my video professor loves Moana. He talks about it a lot. He really likes canoes and boats. So Moana is discussed a lot. So is Finding Nemo. If you're wondering what you walked into, the best I can say is chaos theory. Which means all random events somehow tied them together. That's all I can say. No. There once was a boy named Harry, destined to be a star. His parents were killed by Voldemort, who gave him a lightning scar. Yo, Harry, you're a wizard. Harry goes to college, to Ron and Hermione. Hermione goes to see. Okay. Look. World of Water. You either need to be PG and stop, from what I can tell, hitting on me. I don't know. I'm not good at these things, or just straight sexualizing me. And be PG and talk about things like anime or other geeky things or random happy things like puppies, and get off the sex and the stripping thing. This just isn't cool. It's not that kind of channel. I don't care about your feelings. So, thank you, Martin P. I might be saying your name wrong, for not thinking this is strange. So, any other questions? I'm not sure what this is all about anymore. Thank you. It's a Q&A, I guess. What color is a mirror? Well, a true mirror would have silver in it, so I guess it's silver. Yeah, silver. That's going to be our general consensus here. A mirror is silver. See here, any other questions? Yeah, so for those of you wondering, I just put the person being kind of inappropriate in time out. So maybe they'll just leave. I don't like conflict. How much wood does a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck chuck could chuck wood? 2.4. That is my final answer. If Chuck Norris is chucking that woodchuck, it's pi, but for just a normal woodchuck, 2.4. It chucks less wood. Got about 10 minutes still. Any more questions about me, the channel? Keep everything PG, please. I guess I'll show you pictures I've drawn to pass the time. What happens if the world stops turning at once? At once? I don't know. We'd all die. Oh gosh, that's a hard one. So if the world stops turning, we stop moving around the sun in our nice rotation, which clearly keeps us from getting baked. So if the world stops turning, we're going to get baked and burned to death. So this is a picture I drew. And this is another picture that I drew in a different art style. This is a picture of an eyeball. What if you're on the shady half of the earth? You freeze to death because you're not getting the warmth from the sun. You're in the dark. So half the world's going to be on fire and half the world's going to freeze to death. That's what's going to happen if the world stops spinning. Where I learned to draw anime. Well, manga this week. Anime just means animation. Silly me. Any more questions? Still got about 10-ish minutes going on here. Well, more like 7, but still. I'm going to my impression of a sloth if you guys aren't careful. And by my impression of a sloth, I mean Nora's impression of a sloth. I think they would die if you drove a car that fast into a wall, or they'd be seriously injured. I live in America, so I'm not too great with the metric system. So there's that. Oh, do my impression of Nora. Yeah, I can do that. What if it's a wall of feathers? Well, it depends on how dense the wall of feathers is. If it's a really compact wall of feathers that's like solid, yeah, it's still going to do damage. But if it's like a light fluffy wall of feathers, it's not going to do that much damage. That's physics, people. Yeah. Boop. Where am I from? What grade of dance do I teach? And what is my drive? I am from Minnesota. I teach from ages 3 to 13 ballet, hip hop, and Irish for dance. It's my evening job. Otherwise, I'm a student and do some freelance production stuff. so that I don't starve to death and die. I drive. Also, thank you for thinking I'm a really good YouTuber. I just try not to be the worst thing on YouTube. I guess my drive with dance is I can't not do it. I took a year off to teach fitness at one point, and I naturally gravitated back. As far as like YouTube and production, I stumbled into that. I was a math and computer science major for 3 years. Had a nasty run with an AI that was supposed to play Uno, threw everything about my life away that I had been working on, and stumbled around the communications department for a year and discovered I'm really good with a camera. Have I watched Your Lie in April? I have not. I have looked at it and thought, ooh, this looks really good. I'm going to watch it. It's actually on my Netflix watch list, but I'm in the middle of Fairy Tale. And I am very obsessive. If you haven't noticed, my Ruby blocks are like 2 and 3 episodes long. If I have the time to do them, because I get obsessed. I have to sit down. I have to watch it now. I mean, right now I'm having to take a break from Fairy Tale because I'm about to go on a bit of hiatus from everything. I'm going to see my parents. I only see my parents about a month or and a half out of the year. So just going to take a hiatus from anime and YouTube and everything. Just like take that time to really be with them. But Your Lie in April is definitely something I want to be watching. Ballet with or without Spitzen? I'm not sure what that is. I do Russian ballet. So that answers your question. I have a paperclip. Tuesday was National Paperclip Day. I know that because of reasons. I do a college radio show, and I like to tell people what national day it is. And Tuesday was National Paperclip Day. And that was it. It was just National Paperclip Day. Because not every day can be a winner. But paperclips are important. They clip your paper together. So when you turn in your assignments, or a big stack of papers that you need to keep together, or if you write a manuscript or a paper, yeah. So if there are any more questions, this would be the time to ask them. I am in my early 20s. I am almost 22, so give you guys about 3 more minutes to ask your final questions, and then we will be at the end of our 100 subscriber Q&A. I'll probably have another live stream at some point along the way, maybe this summer. I don't know. It kind of depends on what's going on, if there's any requests for it. Yeah. Oh, you mean point shoes. So I did point when I was a teenager, but I actually have tendinitis in both feet and stress fractures in one foot because I am primarily an Irish dancer. So that and point took a lot of stress on me. So going up on my toes just isn't a thing I do anymore because I'd prefer not being a cripple. Well, thank you, Christopher Hagen, for liking my reactions. I have had a good day. It's been quite good. I had to go to a lot of stores and run errands this morning, which is always fun when you have to do that on a Friday. I prefer to do that on a Tuesday morning because no one does anything on Tuesday. It's lovely. So thank you, though, for liking what I do. Thank you to all of you for me to do, especially since where I come from, most people's names have a ski in it. So names like Klinklowski and Mazinski are very easy for me to figure out, especially on paper, because it's what I'm used to seeing. My name didn't have a ski in it. It was always very unfair. I had to learn how to say everyone else's last name, and no one ever learned to say mine. I'm almost 22. So I'm going to stay on a few more minutes for final questions. How long have I been dancing? Oh gosh, I was thinking about this. About 19 years. So lifelong obsession with dance. I probably became obsessed when I was about 2 and my older sister was taking classes and I was too young, but yeah, pretty long love affair there. Thank you. It is really good. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I'm easily obsessed with things. Very high energy. For those of you that watch RWBY, I am essentially Nora. Very high energy, over the top. Would totally come in writing an Ursa and exaggerate my stories. So, yeah. Unless there are any more questions. No, I'm just talking about RWBY at this point. I will be ending the stream in about 2 minutes unless there's any like last minute questions, because I'm having trouble sitting in the chair any longer. I've been sitting down for like an hour and this is really hard for me. I don't know what movie you're talking about. So now I'm confused. But that's normal. I'm normally confused. Nah. So we are at the end of our 100 subscriber. No, you may not have my phone number. Yeah, no. There's one thing I listened to as a kid. It was Mickey Mouse saying not to meet people that you meet online in person. I paid attention to Mickey Mouse, and for those of you that just were like, no, I don't care about you, Mickey Mouse computer safety special, I'm not going to listen to you, you probably should, because there's some wisdom in that mouse. With that